So I've been asked a few questions about eyebrows in general, so I decided to kind of do a video on my eyebrows and how I kind of get them to look how they look, like this. And I'm gonna try to make it a little vague as far as tips go, so that way it's kind of associates, that's not the right word. So it kind of incorporates everybody's eyebrow shapes, because I know eyebrow shapes are like hairstyles and skin colors where you can't help what you get, but you do what you can. That was really a bad analogy. Anyway, so I'm going to go through a couple of things to start out, and then I'll go into actually how I get this glorious face on me. Just kidding. So when you're starting out, you definitely want to go ahead and apply moisturizer. I know you guys have seen this before. This is my favorite facial moisturizer. And go ahead and moisturize a lot around your eyebrows. It'll help with easing some of the pain when it comes to plucking if you're not used to it. If you are used to it, then you've kind of sucked it up by now. Or you already used the lotion technique. And then you'll want to get yourself a handy-dandy pair of tweezers. Tweezies. Yeah, so mine are the angled ones. If you want to get your eyebrows waxed or threaded, go ahead and do that, whatever works. I personally pluck mine. And when you go to pluck your eyebrows, to get a nice arch, if you don't already have one, I have a slight arch and I just kind of build up from there. Go ahead and take a brush or a pen or a pencil, really any thin, elongated thing, and to kind of see where each place on your eyebrow is supposed to be. Go ahead and place the brush up against your nose and line it up with the inner corner of your eye, and that's going to be where your eyebrow starts off. And then you're going to want to hover it just past your pupil, maybe just over it, keeping one end of the brush next to your nostril, and that'll tell you about where your arch is supposed to be. And then you line it up with the outer corner of your eye, and that'll kind of tell you where the end of your eyebrow is supposed to be. So I've already got mine filled in, and I'm going to show you how I do it. And I'll start over by having a clean and cleansed face, and we'll get started from there. Ta-da! So I'm super white because I just put on all of my liquid foundation. So now I've already done one eyebrow. I'm the new fan of white. Just kidding. You're gonna get your eyebrow kit. So if you have an eyebrow kit, awesome. If you don't, honestly, you could really use any matte or somewhat shimmery eyeshadow that matches your eyebrow color or the color that you want them to be. For a long time I just used a brown eyeshadow that I had in one of my Avon palettes, but now I use a Smashbox eyebrow kit thing. Yeah, so these are kind of awesome. And I also use this little angled brush. This is from my Fraulein kit. And also, I don't know if other people use them so much. I use them sometimes, but a nice little brow eyelash comb. This end's really nice because you can kind of blend your eyeshadow or your eyebrow stuff. So I always like to start out in the middle of my brow to kind of just create a outline, I guess, of where I want to be. And if you don't have any type of natural arch, I have a tiny one and I just really work off of it. If you don't have a natural arch and you're wanting to arch your eyebrows, honestly what you're gonna have to do is let your eyebrows grow out. And it sounds horrible because I hate growing my eyebrows out, not that there's much to grow out, but if you want to really get into your eyebrows and shape them, you're going to have to let them grow out so that way you have the optimum amount of hair to pull out. Sounds fun, right? So just kind of concentrate, like I said, using your brush where it goes over your pupil. Just concentrate in that area, trying to lift it up and not so much on the upper side of your brow. Does that make sense? Alright, so I'm going to go in with mine the way I do it and just kind of create that arch underneath. And honestly, if you're filling in your brows, you can really do whatever you want, especially if you have a lighter brow. And if it helps with plucking your eyebrows, you can actually fill in your eyebrow first and then kind of go in with your tweezers. So obviously fill it in the way you want it, not the way it is, and then go around where you plucked. So it's kind of like a plucking stencil. Yeah, a plucking stencil. And before I go through and kind of set it all with gel, I'm going to highlight the brow bone just using a nice cream colored eyeshadow, and this is a Maybelline color. I'm going to use that one down here. It's a little shimmery, but it's also a nice skin tone color, a little lighter, and this is from their Bronze Glitz Trio. So I don't even know if they still have this. I love it. But so you start off in the high arch, and that's where you want the most concentrated color. You bring that down a little bit, then inward. And then I like to kind of blend it with my finger. Now I'm going to set my eyebrows because they get scraggly and crazy and have a mind of their own. And I'm just using CoverGirl's clear mascara because it works and it's cheap. And there you go. Eyebrows looking pretty snazzy. The rest of my face, not so much, but so this is how I do my brows. I kind of went off and tried to help you if you don't have very scarce, tiny, natural eyebrows like me that I've been so blessed with. But if this helps in any way, shape, or form with your eyebrows, go ahead and, do video response on how yours turned out. You can like, comment, subscribe if you want to. Yeah? Okay. And I'll catch you later.